All right, and we're back. I told y'all we'd be back. It wouldn't take us long. We finally have Kevin back here with us after his adventure for food, which, Nathan, you were right. We said he would probably come in with food, and he did, choosing Little Caesars.
Yes, if you don't know, this is the 546 Project.
Yes, I forgot.
You forgot about the name of the show.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I look at it this way. Loyal fans know who we are by now.
Yes.
We're on what? We're over 30 episodes now.
Yes.
That's right. And I would also, quick...
And not only that, we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary here next month.
All right,
so,
that's huge.
We'll have
a bang up extravaganza for
1 year anniversary. And I don't know if you guys look, but we happen to have a new Twitter follower as well. That Daredevil Yellow guy finally joined the party.
All right. Well, welcome aboard, Daredevil Yellow, you worthless piece of trash. No.
Yeah, that's pretty much me, folks. Yeah.
So it took Dan about a year to follow his own podcast on Twitter.
I've been saying the Twitter handle after every show, I believe.
I mean, it's very difficult. I mean, apologize. He just had a Sour Punch straw, so he's a little high on the sugar rush right now.
So let's circle back. Being that it took me a year to follow my own podcast, are you surprised I slipped up and didn't say the name of the show? We are the 546 Project. We have Nathan and Kevin here. Kevin, you had an interesting experience with Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Today.
So I decided to get the extra most bestest cheese.
It was also the extra most bestest worst cut job.
Yes. They, of course, looked at me weird because I ordered the just plain cheese. They're so used to people coming in and ordering the pepperoni. But since I gave up pork and beef back on June 30th, I'm still doing well with that. So no pepperoni.
I do commend you for that, by the way. How long has it been?
June 30th was the last time I had a cheeseburger.
Wow. That's impressive.
So doing well with that, and I quit smoking back in May. So I have not had a drag off of a cigarette, and I've not had any pork or beef.
And did you do this cold turkey?
I did.
It was like the last time, right?
Yep.
That is how you quit smoking the first time, wasn't it?
Yes.
Just straight, yeah.
Yep.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Definitely feel better. And my wallet feels much better as well.
Yeah.
So health over wallet, but
it's odd. You're doing that and getting thinner, yet the wallet is getting fatter.
No, I'm getting fatter.
Oh.
I've put on 12 pounds since I quit smoking. I'm up to like 160.
I was thinking of the no meat is what I was thinking, but I didn't think about the cigarettes.
Well, congratulations on the weight gain.
We know how much that means to you.
I'm between 160 165. So
I said on the last podcast 170 at best, if you remember. So
that's almost 10% increase
but he's also
in weight.
like 6'1".
So, but back to the Little Caesars job, which we posted from our Twitter account, which, if you're following us, now
yes.
Dan can actually see that for
actually
himself.
Get in on the fun. So now there's no excuse for the rest of y'all to join us on Twitter.
But
I can do it, anyone can.
But seriously, this one slice of pizza was pretty much, if they would have cut it into fours, this would have been a fourth of the pizza. Then the rest, you get these little, tiny, ridiculous ass pieces. So it was disappointing. The pizza was also undercooked.
Yeah.
So I had to pop it in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes, and it was delicious after that. And kudos to them for their cheesy jalapeno sauce.
Yeah, definitely want to give a nod to that. That stuff's great.
So, pizza...
I really don't. But it's fun.
I
honestly, I do like their other sauces. I'm neutral on the cheesy jalapeno.
Honestly, what other sauces do they have?
They have, of course, their regular crazy bread.
Right,
marinara. Ranch, the cheesy jalapeno.
They have a buffalo ranch.
They do have a buffalo ranch.
That might not be bad either.
The cheesy jalapeno, though, you could kind of taste jalapeno, but it's not spicy.
No.
I believe they also have icing if you want to dip your pizza in.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Icing's good on anything.
Save some time for dessert.
That's right. Just make your regular pizza into a dessert pizza and have both at the same time.
It's crazy about the cutting of the pizza with that. Don't they usually have like a guide? They should, right?
I mean,
I've never worked in a Little Caesars, but
I mean, in some of our stores with the
pizza
pizzas that we have that little diagram where it shows how to cut it. I know from the Domino's that used to be in one of my stores, they did not have anything to go off of, and it showed sometimes when they cut the pie.
Was there any one that was worse than the one you got?
This was the worst cut pizza of my life, but I've also received pizza that wasn't really necessarily cut through. This was at least cut through.
Yeah.
If you ever gotten the pizza where they go to cut it and it doesn't actually cut through the crust,
the grooves are there. You start to pull it.
Yes, and then it just tears down and it looks like a fucking jigsaw.
It's more like a perforation than anything.
Let's just say this pizza looks like I cut it. Basically, is what we're saying.
So,
some people actually like their pizza cut. It's a round pizza, but they like it cut kind of in squares or something.
Which is geometrically mind-boggling. But
I do that at Domino's.
And they even have, I think they have that option for, I think it is Domino's that they have that option, like, online.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know I know it was one of them that online ordering was.
Oh.
No, it was one of your most hated Papa John's.
I was about to say, if it's Papa John's, do they charge you like $2 extra to cut it this way? Because
I did not know that. Why would you? Wow.
No, because honestly, in my opinion, like when I order the Brooklyn style pizza from Domino's, they normally cut that into 6 slices.
I think the style of cut to where it's like kind of like a square type like that. I think it's more of a Midwestern type thing.
It is. It's big in like Missouri area. So one of my friends, Wes, he's an author. He's from out west, and he misses that pizza so much. It's big out there.
But the St. Louis pizza is like kind of like a cracker.
It's more like a thin crust kind of pie, and it's cut up kind of like Lido's, but it's more thin crust type. Anything's better than Chicago style pizza. I hate Chicago style.
I disagree. I think Chicago style pizza is good.
I think Chicago style pizza is fucking foul.
Nothing against Chicago style pizza.
You don't like. Is it because the tomato sauce is chunky or something?
I don't like the chunky tomatoes.
That's probably what it is.
But I don't like deep dish pizza.
Well,
really
it's
either.
bready. It's a bready pizza.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a bread type of guy. I'm the kind of guy who would get a sandwich.
It's also a pizza you can't really pick up.
Yeah,
it's more of a knife and fork.
It's a knife and fork pizza. I don't know.
You haven't seen me eat. That's all.
I haven't had Chicago style pizza in a while. But
now they serve another pizza that I actually saw a video on YouTube. And you know how we said in the last show,
YouTube has everything.
They call it like a pizza pot pie.
A pizza pot pie.
Yeah.
So is that like fucking loaded with like meat and shit in it?
The sauce I think has meat and like vegetables cut up, but they take a bowl, like a ceramic bowl.
Okay.
And then they put cheese like in the bowl, like slices of cheese. And then they put these whole mushrooms in it. And then they put a spoon or like a spoon and
half and a half
of this sauce that I think has like meat and vegetables and garlic in it. And then they put a pizza crust over that.
I can get down with that.
And so they bake that in the oven, and then when it comes out, they flip it over and they take the bowl off, and then they call it a pizza pot pie.
I can get down. I can eat.
As long as there's no beef or pork in there, I would gladly try it.
Yeah.
But I'll
try
anything. But
the sauce itself, I think, has bits of meat.
You could change it. Just use a vegetable-based sauce. I mean, just with more.
I don't know if this place has it.
No, I mean, if you wanted to do something like that, I mean, you could do something like that at home. It'd be really good, I think.
Yeah. Some kind of the place, which I'll probably get wrong. The Chicago. Something like Chicago oven grinder company.
I was about to say the Chicago something is probably not correct.
Yeah, they are probably going to get mad at you for. But it's okay.
So, thanks for the potential name drop to the Chicago.
I've never had it, so I don't know how good it is, but it looks like a very intriguing product.
I'd give it a go.
And it's not like the Chicago style pizza, to where they put the topping, they put the cheese and the toppings and the.
Yeah, why the fuck they do that?
But I don't know.
I don't know. But, I guess in all fairness, I'm really basing Chicago-style pizza based on Uno's. And I bet if anybody from Chicago actually listens to this podcast, they're probably like, no, you can't fucking base it off that.
It's like calling Taco Bell authentic Mexican food.
Right. If I ever find myself in Chicago, I will try Chicago pizza. But for me, as far as anything goes, New York style pizza is the best.
Well,
there's a place in New York City that I go every time I'm up there, and it's just so fucking good.
Well, have you had Detroit style pizza?
No.
Yes, you have. Little Caesar's deep dish is in the Detroit style.
Okay, so yeah, I do like their deep dish. I like Pizza Hut pan.
I don't think it's the same. Yeah, obviously that's not the same taste or anything, but as far as I know, the Detroit style is they take the pan, like it's a square pan. And they put oil in that, and they put the dough in, and then they put the toppings and all that, and then they bake it in the oven, and then it comes out. It's just like the Little Caesar's deep dish. So yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Carrie wants to join in. All
I'm
right.
gonna throw some love out to another style of pizza. I don't know what the hell you call it, but there is this place in Pittsburgh called Beato's Pizza. It's been there for a very, very long time.
Is that the place you took me to?
No.
Or is it somewhere else?
No.
Why the fuck didn't you take me there then?
Because,
I don't know how you'll feel about it.
It's
honestly.
pizza.
It's square slices.
Okay.
But the crust is like thinner. It's got a nice crispness to it, but it's not too thin. Their sauce is very tomatoey. It's more like you have like good tomato chunks on there, and then they put some of the cheese on there, and they, throw it in the oven, crisp it up, and melt the cheese. But then when it's done, they pull it out and they actually put cold cheese over it.
Oh yeah,
shredded cheese.
Yeah, I've actually heard of cold cheese pizza.
It honest to God is some of my favorite pizza.
I want to try it.
I love Beato's.
Well, next time I go to Pittsburgh, I need to. It's near your mom's house.
It's not far from mom.
Like it's
wait,
honestly,
do I need to wear like a bulletproof vest?
No, it's on.
When I go there?
No.
It honestly is worth, like, if we got up tomorrow and was like, we need to get some of that pizza, it is worth jumping in the car and driving 3 hours for this pizza.
I am off tomorrow, guys. Just putting that out there.
You buy it by the slice, and honest to God, it's one of those things, like, seriously, I personally cannot eat more than 2 slices, even when I'm starving.
Damn.
Because there's so much cheese.
They make the pizza, and then they put more cheese on it.
Yeah,
right?
they actually, But
so it's kind of like when I add Parmesan cheese at the end, but it's like regular mozzarella
it's
pizza cheese.
It's a mozzarella provolone blend.
Provolone, I'm fucking sold.
And
it's fantastic.
They actually say that each slice has 2 full ounces of cheese on it.
I can. It's the kind, like, you're picking up the piece to eat it, and the cheese is just raining. Like, your plate looks like it just rained cheese all over.
And honest to God, if you get toppings on it, they put enough of the topping for one piece for massive. Like 2 or 3 pieces.
It's massive. Like, it is honestly some of my favorite pizza. I don't know how to classify it.
How about that? I actually was searching on my phone, and it's the first place that comes up.
Beato's Pizza?
Yep.
Man,
they're phenomenal.
I'm totally getting a food boner right now.
I follow them. I follow them on Facebook. Their food, I love their pizza. They also have other stuff like nachos and cheese. The pizza's worth the trip.
And it's been around for a long, long time.
Do they do cold cheese nachos?
Just kidding. No, they don't. But
I don't know if I don't know how enthused I would be.
It's not a real big place. It's a little tiny place.
You order at the counter, they'll bring your food over when it's done. There's a lot of times if you go in there like on a weekend or like just sometimes in the evening, it's so busy there's not even
They always have a crowd.
Or you can get to go. I don't even think they deliver, but it's a busy place.
It's
well, I tell you what, we need to make a day trip up, go to the doorstop for breakfast, and fucking hit this place up.
I don't know if I want to.
Nathan can get his.
Get the exploding.
Nathan can get his. Nathan got the apple cinnamon pancakes and he almost exploded. So.
Raspberry.
Wait, what's wrong with going to the doorstop?
Well, I almost had an accident.
I think I
almost did something that could have passed for a doorstop. I mean,
I fucking love doorstop so much.
Well, here's what we do.
So good.
I'm due to go up to Pittsburgh in November. You guys can take me up that day and leave me. We can spend the day together.
When you go out in November, around Thanksgiving?
Yeah, probably like about the 14th.
We'll make it a weekend trip. We'll do it on the weekend.
Make it, yep.
Yeah, it'll be great.
See what we can do. Hey, I have a free night at the Hilton. So we could possibly stay there.
This is weird. Okay, I'm on.
We're just fucking ignore us and just keep on rattling on.
This is.
I'm talking about staying at the fucking Hilton for free because I've got connections. No, it's because the fucking Hilton fucked up and I had ants in my room and I had to move to 2 different rooms. I could have probably should have went to a 3rd room.
But what I like is how they compensate you for that by offering you another night stay there.
Right. So, but if you're a Hilton's Honor member,
Paris did not. Give
instead
you a
of refunding me back a full night's worth of pay, I just get a free night somewhere as long as I use it in a year. So I figure the Hilton in Pittsburgh will be the only hotel I use it at until next year when I go to Scares to Care. So,
but here's something. I'm actually on the Betos website. Said,
do you now have a food boner?
Well, I'm just looking here, and I see that they have the slices of pizza, and it's just like the cheese and the sauce.
Yes.
Now, for the toppings, they're cold. They're cold as well.
They're not.
It's like the pepperonis are cold.
See, I mean, look at this picture. This one looks like it has banana peppers on top.
You get a ton of sauce.
It's not cold. I mean, the toppings are hot and stuff.
No,
the
toppings. It looks like the toppings.
I don't recall getting cold sausage there.
Oh, I don't think
that's
not...
but the banana peppers and stuff like that.
And your pepperoni.
All I'm saying, I'll defend it.
Do they not have pineapple as a topping?
It's
not listed.
I don't think they do.
I'll be honest with you.
Depending on
I'm going to get mine plain cheese when I go.
Yeah,
depending on who you ask, and this is the great debate. Do pineapples actually go on pizza?
Yes.
Pineapple.
I think they
does.
do.
I do too.
I like.
Traditionally,
and I can vouch for Jason. Jason likes pineapple on his pizza as well.
Traditionally,
so the 546 agrees. Pizza,
pineapple
on fucking pizza.
Yes. Traditionally, it's ham and pineapple or Canadian bacon and pineapple.
No, pepperoni and bacon with pineapple.
I was just gonna say, Carrie and I went a little different and did pineapple and bacon, and then we added jalapenos.
Because I saw it. I was watching a food show one night.
It was delicious.
I bet.
But I'll say I cannot say enough about Betos. They just, you said you're just going to do plain cheese. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking love plain cheese.
Plain cheese and cold cheese.
Exactly.
You cannot go wrong. Like I said, you pick it up. And
my favorite's the end pieces. And you can even ask them, hey, I want an end piece. Or
you
can throw it.
And what's great is, you get, 2 pieces. You eat your 2 pieces, and if you still have room, you can basically just eat what's on your plate because you've got a nice little pile of cheese. And toppings if you get toppings. It's phenomenal. It really is.
All right.
But since we're talking about food, do you want to discuss your Bojangles experience?
Yeah, I guess you guys followed up on the podcast after I left a little bit ago, covering Bojangles.
Well, we had nothing but good things to say.
Yeah, Bojangles was fantastic. In my opinion, better than KFC, better than Popeyes. The French fries were really good. The chicken was amazing. The chicken was really moist, and the skin tasted great. The mac and cheese was really good. Definitely better than KFC's macaroni and cheese.
And that's something
by far.
Talking about the chicken and the chicken being moist. Have you ever noticed you go to a lot of chicken places and it's one or the other? You've got great crust, great skin,
right,
and the chicken's dry as hell,
right,
or the crust is bland, but once you get under it, you've got some really great chicken. This hit both points.
Yeah. It did. You were going to say something, I think?
It's gone.
It was about Bojangles before I got into the chicken.
Well, no, I was going to say about how I'd rather eat out of a dumpster than KFC's
macaroni and cheese.
And see,
yes.
I think their mac and cheese is delicious.
I like KFC's mac and cheese.
It wasn't as good as Bojangles.
Bojangles was very good.
How are the mashed potatoes? I didn't have them.
I liked them, but I'll be honest with you, I kind of wish I'd have got the mac and cheese. There was nothing wrong with them.
They put the white gravy on it.
Yeah, I liked that.
Chicken,
I liked the white gravy on it.
Just wished I'd have got the mac and cheese because I really liked it when I took the bite of the damn.
Gotcha. I really like the setup of Bojangles. Like, you go in, you have the cashier, they call out your order on the microphone.
Which I thought was cool.
But then, like, the whole entire line, which is normal, like, counter space at all these places, it's like the hot case. It's like a buffet setup, but, of course, it's only for the workers.
What's
and
nice,
they scoop out.
Yeah, you're seeing what you get.
They scoop out the food and the chicken and everything in front of you.
You'd probably go insane if they ever had an actual buffet.
Right? Oh, my God. I did not want to stop eating at Bojangles today.
We actually kind of comment on it. I've never seen you eat that much in one sitting.
Yeah.
We know you eat about 50 times a day, but usually
That's what we said. When you eat intravenously, small bits often.
Yeah.
I've never seen you put the food away.
I definitely ate more than you guys did, for sure. I had my 2 sides, and I ate one of the chicken breasts. I saved one until I came back here, fell asleep, woke up, and started eating the second chicken breast. Then I had 2 sweet potato pies, which were fucking fantastic. I had some of Nathan's blueberry thing.
You'd have said fucking delicious. We'd have put you right up on that billboard with Carrie.
Did you say blueberry?
I said blueberry. I did not say blueberry.
I thought he said blueberry.
It would be the time of the year for blueberry, but then Dan got the cinnamon one. That was my least favorite, but I still liked it. My only negative
Bowberry.
My only negative thing to say about Bojangles is the fact that they serve Pepsi products. And I know I brought this up to you guys while there. The thing I don't understand is a place like Bojangles, which is in competition with KFC. I don't understand why when KFC is owned by PepsiCo that Bojangles offers Pepsi products. Like, I would serve Coke products and not give them, that rival company, my business. Same thing with Papa John's does Pepsi products, but Pizza Hut is owned by Pepsi. I don't know. That's just one of my little things. It's not a big deal.
Is it like a cost type of thing? You know, like
potentially, because Pepsi's shit and it's probably cheaper. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not a big Pepsi fan. The only time I drink Mountain Dew is at
Team Coca-Cola.
Apparently,
obviously.
Yes.
I mean, I have Coca-Cola products all over my arms.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only time I drink Mountain Dew is at a restaurant. Like if it's either I get water or Mountain Dew. But I don't know. I think Coke's way better in everything they do. But Bojangles was fucking fantastic. Then we went to Sonic afterwards.
Well, do you want?
Yeah, we discussed
We discussed that you ate your dinner, you ate your lunch, and then Sonic is like
next door,
right
next door.
2 feet away.
You ate chips
you
on
said
the way.
that you were so full you couldn't move, let alone put your foot on the brake and gas pedal. You go into the Sonic drive-thru, and while you're waiting in line, you see a bag of Taco Bell mild tortilla chips, which we did review on this podcast.
We did. Mm-hmm. And those are so fucking good. Like, I'm literally waiting behind 3 cars in the drive-thru. I got hungry.
But how? How?
2 minutes after we ate.
I don't know. It just happened. I moved around a little bit, burned a few calories. So
and with your feet, apparently.
Yeah. And it was good. And then I got to try the Blue Hawaiian slush and the pickle juice.
We definitely covered the pickle juice.
Yeah. The Blue Hawaiian one, like you said, tastes kind of coconutty. I didn't mind it. It was good. The pickle one was a little disappointing. I did get a taste of the pickle early on, which you guys didn't really. And then
eventually
I hit it, and then you did, and you're like, "Holy shit, this is very pickly."
Yeah.
I could smell it though the whole time. That sounds weird.
Like, I mean, I thought it just tasted like the dill pickle chips, like the seasoning they put on the chips. I mean, overall, I'm not much of an icy kind of drinker, so I couldn't say I recommend it for anyone or not recommend it.
I would definitely not recommend it if you decided to mix it with ice cream either.
Yeah. Oh, you can make a lollipop.
Hey, Rita should start doing the dill pickle Italian ice.
You probably already do.
Well, I'm gonna be sick.
I wouldn't heard about it because I heard about the Sonic thing.
Right.
That was bigger, like kind of big news because the product was so unique.
Right.
But as far as Rita's, I've not heard of any type of odd.
When's the last time anyone's been to Rita's? I haven't been there in years.
Well, the thing is, it's nowhere close to where I am.
You have one in right where you live.
Closed.
Oh, they closed that one? That's down there by the sheets,
That's
right?
been closed for a while.
Oh. They still have the one in Hagerstown.
Well,
but none of us actually live in Hagerstown anymore.
The Rita's is now one of those vaping stores. I know that.
Well, we need one of those on every corner.
Of course.
So
You know it.
Because, and to touch on that real quick, I'm sorry, this is one of the things that really pisses me off. I used to be a smoker, and I would smoke like a fucking dragon, okay? I'd smoke like a chimney. But you get these fucking people to take their vapes into places like Walmart, and they're at the checkout line. Like, do you really have to fucking vape while you're in Walmart, a place where you normally would not be fucking smoking to begin with?
I didn't think you.
No, people do that shit all the time, and they think they look fucking cool because they blow out all this fucking vape smoke. Like, go fuck yourselves, you pretentious pieces of shit.
Yeah, because
so if any of our listeners are one of these people, then I mean you can unfollow us and we're down 10%. But seriously, I don't know. It's not a direct thing towards you, but why do you do it if you are one of those people that do it? Like, you can't fucking wait till you go outside like everyone else.
I mean, I see what you're getting at. You wouldn't have lit up a cigarette in the middle of Walmart.
Exactly.
You would not have been allowed to.
It's like, would you really be smoking in the bathroom at the fucking doctor's office or something? Like, they just use it everywhere as an excuse. You don't fucking need it.
I didn't think you could vape in like Walmart.
They say you can't, but people do. Electronic cigarettes too, where people just take the quick puff or whatever. Like, seriously, you I don't know. You're fucking walking your kid through the toy department at Walmart, and you're smoking on your vape.
Who would have ever thought smoking would go digital, would go high tech?
But the legit thing, what's so funny is like people are like, oh, it's safer for you.
Well, it's safer. I can't wait for the day it explodes in your face.
It still has to.
The thing is,
they get that like chemical burn and shit.
I believe there's still tobacco strands.
What Kevin was brought up, I think somebody died because that happened.
Well,
it was
that's highly unfortunate. That's highly unfortunate
because the pen exploded. Yeah.
I'd really like to know if they were standing in Walmart checkout while that happened.
I think they were.
I
think they were at their house.
That's fucking sad. It really is. But
I mean, those pens are pretty dangerous.
They are. And I guess like what a lot of people do is
they leave
it in the car as well. They'll modify it, but I think people leave it in the car. Like with me, when I used to smoke, I could leave my pack of cigarettes in the car, and it's not gonna fucking overheat and explode or leak or anything like that. Yeah. So I think people are leaving it in their car with the windows rolled up in the summertime. I'm sure that's not good. Or hell, in the winter, maybe it could freeze the little glass case where the juice goes. But seriously, if you need to sit there in a movie theater and vape when you normally wouldn't be smoking anyway,
that's a bit
you just
much.
Need to fucking stop.
Yeah.
You just fucking need to stop, shut up, go to hell.
You haven't been able to do any smoking in public places like that for many years.
Especially if you vape like cotton candy or candy corn. I don't think that would
You think they have a candy corn one? Oh, speaking of which, I thought about this earlier when I was at the Dollar Tree looking at some snacks for my pizza.
Fucking bring me any.
No, I didn't find cotton candy, but I feel that I saw circus peanuts while I was there. But since it's getting into Halloween season, I think we need to sit down and try some candy corn together. As much as we hate it, but I think we need a food box of candy corn.
They have not changed nor improved the taste of candy corn in 100 years. Why do we need to try it again?
To go back on certain things, it's been so long since I've had it. Taste buds change.
I've always said I can eat like a handful of that.
I mean, I'm getting nauseous thinking about it, but I really feel that I need to try candy corn again.
I had it a year or so ago, and the memory remains. The memory remains.
But no, we're gonna food box candy corn whether you like it or not.
Well, if he does that, we got to bring that tea for him to try.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that tea I've been hearing about. Is it in a glass bottle?
Yes.
Does it start with a T or something?
It's terrifying.
It starts with kombucha.
Okay.
It's terrifying.
And it's pretty terrible.
When we did it, it was supposed to taste like raspberry and lemon.
And it tasted.
If you want to waste your money on it, I will gladly try it. If you guys join me in sucking it up and trying some candy corn.
I think
that would be actually.
I'll do it.
Is that a fair trade?
I think if we're going to make it try,
I can just picture this in my mind.
Face
of the face that I'm going to make.
I think we need to step it up. If we're going to have to do that, we need to get like the ginger beer one or something. One that's just going to be absolutely hideous.
All right. Well, thanks.
All of them are absolutely.
It's going to be an insult. Yeah, they're all an insult.
It doesn't even matter the flavor. It would be
okay. Yeah, if you'll try, what is it? Kombucha.
Kombucha.
Kombucha. Tanuki?
It's not a brand.
Tanuki?
That's the type of tea it is.
Yeah, that's...
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do
Jason will probably go ahead and purchase a bottle.
Yeah, because Jason said he's been
He knows
curious
where
about
it
other
is.
flavors. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would
it's
never.
trash.
I never wanted.
I would
never
wish it
want
on-
to drink that again.
I wouldn't wish it on my enemy.
Right. Well, while we're on
It's
the...
like it's the equivalent of
If somebody brings another
Smoky
flavor
Southwest.
in kombucha tea form,
Yeah.
okay.
if somebody brings a different flavor, I'll be a sport and try the other flavor. Just
I'll
to-
pretty much try anything.
Yeah.
So but on the subject of Halloween, kind of steer away from food a little bit. I recently rewatched the Rob Zombie Halloweens, and I have a totally different opinion of them now. When I first watched Halloween, came out I think the end of August in 2007. I hadn't seen it since the theaters. Go back rewatching it, I really enjoyed it. I still had a few issues with it here and there. But the second movie, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, on the other hand, I absolutely remember hating in the theater. And it turned around, and I watched it the other night, and I thought it was fucking amazing. Like, all my issues with it, like, I didn't feel it. Like, that's the other thing is, like, over a course of, 9 years, your tastes change.
See, and that just goes to prove too. That's like we've always said. A movie deserves at least 2 watchings.
It does. And, I totally got it this time. I mean, it's a different type of movie. It's not your basic run-of-the-mill Halloween movie, and I respected the shit out of that. Rob Zombie doesn't play, the Halloween theme until, sometime in the post-credits scene. It doesn't play the entire time throughout the movie. Michael Myers is fucking savage in this. And he's just so fucking brutal, and the fact that he totally made it his own, kind of like Lords of Salem in a way. There's this stuff with Michael Myers and the White Horse and his dead mom, but it was really cool. And the one scene towards the beginning of the movie where they're pretty much doing a quick remake of the original Halloween 2, which turns out to be a dream sequence that Laurie's having, and he destroys the shed that she's in. That scene is just great. Everything about that movie I thought was fantastic. I thought Rob Zombie really had a difficult time writing female characters the first time I watched it, because I thought they were just so over the top annoying. I don't know, but I didn't feel that way towards him this time. The Dr. Loomis character, I feel like I got his Dr. Loomis this time and where it made sense for the movie. I kind of got out of that mindset of Dr. Loomis being played by Donald Pleasance. It's not the same Sam Loomis that we saw in the other Halloween films. So, totally changed my opinion on that. So I'm looking forward to going back and rewatching some movies later this month and the whole month of October, and see what other movies that I've apparently like and didn't know.
I mean, it's like I said, every movie deserves at least a second viewing.
I agree. I need to I'm going to be revisiting a lot, so I'm looking forward to rewatching the original Hills Have Eyes. I just bought the Blu-ray for Reanimator, but I fucking love that movie anyway. I just haven't seen it in high def or anything. But next month I'm planning to go in to see Phantasm up in Yonkers to see meet Don Coscarelli. So I'm really excited for that. Mike is going to go. We might meet up with a couple other people while we're up there. So that's pretty exciting news. But
Very nice.
Other than that, I don't have too much going on. Doomsday's having another screening, the weekend of the 13th in October. I'm probably going to make it to. But
Where are they showing it this time?
It's in Harrisburg, PA. So it's pretty close.
Yeah,
that's
not far
home
at all.
territory for the Doomsday crew. So it'd be weird if I make all the ones that are so far away and not make the
wouldn't
one
be
that
able
is
to-
pretty much local to
Right.
the shooting locations.
Right.
If I remember correctly, a lot of post-production happened in that area at Randy's place. So, but looking forward to potentially doing that. What else? Did you guys cover football or anything in the last
Yeah,
podcast?
we talked about
Well,
football.
talk about the Steelers.
We did, and I said about how you said Mike Tomlin is trash. I don't know if you want to elaborate how trash he is in your opinion.
He is a steaming pile of trash. He has not shown anything in his tenure with the Steelers to where he is a qualified
Now we
head coach in the NFL.
I was like not 100% clear, but he did win one title.
He won one Super Bowl.
He won that against
in
Arizona.
his second season with the Steelers with Bill Cowher's team. So since then, over his
he made another Super Bowl.
He made another Super Bowl,
lost.
and they lost to the Green Bay Packers.
No, they lost to themselves. Let's clarify.
Well, and that's the problem. That's the key thing with
that was the Mendenhall fumble.
Yes, the Mendenhall fumble. But that's the thing with Tomlin Steelers. They always seem to play down to their opponents.
Well, this year, I feel like they've been the most undisciplined team ever.
Across, you mean just for the Steelers or across the board? Or
I think, well, yeah, across the I was talking about the Antonio Brown stuff for this week.
Yeah,
And that's part of it. And then the Bell stuff, too.
yeah.
It's just a big steaming pile of dysfunction.
Putting the fun back in dysfunctional.
I mean, and the thing is, Tomlin has not proved that he can keep his team in check. He has not produced anything. Here's the thing: the Steelers put up 40 points a game. When you know the Steelers to give up that many points, you know what I mean?
Well,
like their fucking defense is god awful.
They said it was the first time ever, like since 1940, that a team scored at least 37 points at home and lost.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, that it's not a good time in Steelerland. I know.
No,
that.
it's awful, and I'm really pissed that I can't cancel my football package
Well,
for
the
this
thing,
year.
well,
But hockey season's coming soon, so let's get pumped for that.
do you think Bell will sit until he?
I think Bell should sit for the rest of the fucking season. Who gives a shit? Fuck him.
You've got that.
Yeah, I'll cheer him if he scores a fucking touchdown, but you know what?
You've got that situation of players almost thinking they're too big for the team. Like, to hold up. Well, look how Brett Favre was the year he ended up. Where the hell did he end up with Minnesota? And it basically he held out for how long? Walked into Packers camp, and the coach basically just said, "You're not in the game."
Well, that was the year he got traded to the Jets.
The Jets. Yeah.
I thought it was to Minnesota.
Then
he went to Minnesota.
Okay, it was the Jets first. I apologize.
And then he blew that game, right? What was that last game he played in?
Well, he blew
the big interception or something.
Well,
that
was
was
with
for
the
the Vikings in the NFC Championship against the
Championship.
Saints.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, he went. When he went back to, he was gonna, I guess, resume things with the Packers, and he went in, and the coach basically told him, "Your head's not in the game. We don't need you.
Well, the thing is,
We don't need you anymore."
I know we're not going to do a food box here, but I'm going to open up these Butterfinger bites if anybody wants some.
Okay. Yes.
So,
Yes, please.
Not food box. We all know Butterfingers are amazing. So
We've had Butterfingers, but
And they're
don't,
amazing.
as I believe I said on the episode where we talked about our favorite Halloween candies, Butterfingers, the thing I don't like about them is that they stick to your teeth.
don't.
they do stick to your teeth, but
There you go.
it's worth it.
Yep.
Don't lay a finger on my butterfinger.
That's right. So,
What about, they need to bring the BBs back.
I love
do.
Butterfinger BBs. They were the fucking
I am
best.
all for starting a grassroots campaign to bring back BBs.
And the thing is, Nestle, who does Butterfinger, still has the bunch of crunch. Like, don't you think Butterfinger BBs would just be that much popular? I mean, come on, 90s nostalgia on top, but they just made sense. I fucking love Butterfingers. I haven't had one in so long. But, what else did you guys cover?
What were we even talking about before he talked about Butterfingers?
Basically, just about players. I had mentioned about players being too big.
Favre.
Thinking they're bigger
Talking
than the
about
team.
Favre.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And I remember he did go to the Jets first because that's when they lost that game to put the Dolphins
Well,
in the playoffs.
as-
Remember he ran off the field?
Yep.
as I was going to say about Favre, that the year he retired, I don't think he really wanted to retire. The Packers kind of were like pushing him towards that.
I thought he was holding out. I thought he kind of was holding out for a while, and then
no, he full-fledged retired, and then he didn't really want to retire, so he came back. And by that time, the Packers were going to go with Aaron Rodgers. So
who's done an amazing job.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Aaron Rodgers fan, though.
You don't like discount double check.
I don't like discount double check. I don't like all the commercials, man.
Who's in that one? I don't really know of him.
He's in multiple discount double check commercials.
Which I really haven't seen in a while.
I mean, would make sense if he's the spokesman.
So you don't like Peyton Manning, probably, because he's in all those commercials.
Well, I don't like that side of him. I respect him as a player. I respect them both as players, but I don't know. I just don't like seeing it.
Yeah, he does not respect his friendship with Papa John. Is what it is.
No, Papa John sucks. But I would like to talk about something NFL related that really, I guess, it grinds my gears. Over celebrating every fucking play. Especially the touchdowns anymore.
Oh, you missed this one, and I'm going to rehash it for the people that actually listened to our last episode. We were talking about the Jets and the Browns game from Thursday night, and the Jets running back, Isaiah Crowell, he played for the Browns. He started with them, and he played for them his whole career, and he went to the Jets this year. So he scored 2 touchdowns. On his second touchdown, he took the ball and he wiped his butt with it, and then he threw it in the stands.
Thinking they were in Cleveland.
Yes, they were. So he wanted to really stick it to his the fans of Cleveland.
Well, by losing to Cleveland, he really showed them something.
And it wasn't his fault. He did his job. He scored like almost every point that they had.
No, but the over celebrating and everything is just really, I don't know. It's really getting on my nerves as I get older.
That's more of egos.
I used to laugh it off, like Joe Horn,
the cell phone,
the pen. Like it was early on, and it wasn't happening all the time. So when we got something like that, it was something to talk about. It was like, oh my god, did you see what he fucking did? Like that's funny. Now it's every play they have a routine.
Do you don't like the group celebration?
I don't like the group celebrations. I don't like it at all. But what's even worse is literally a guy makes a tackle. Mm-hmm. And he gets up and he's he's fucking pumped and he's flexing his arms. You know how fucking ridiculous that seems to me? It'd be like if I was running the register and a person came up and I rang up a 24-ounce cup of coffee and afterwards give them their change. Fucking, what do you think about that, guys?
I mean, to me it was always...
I sold a 24-ounce fucking cup of coffee.
To me,
what does that mean? I did my goddamn job.
To me, it was always score the touchdown, do a little bit of a dance or something, spike the ball, hit the knee, thank God, whatever, and then be done with it.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's a touchdown.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
You make a fucking tackle. Okay, and this is the other thing.
First downs.
You have a fucking cornerback or safety come in for a tackle after the running back gained 35 yards, and you fucking celebrate like you did something.
Right.
Like, seriously. You totally just rang up a cup of coffee and celebrated. That is the equivalent of ringing up a cup of coffee.
It's a lot of ego. I mean, there's a lot of ego, and that's what the NFL... I mean, look at the money these guys make. And the more they make, the more they think they're better than what they are. Looking at you, Bill. But, it's that kind of stuff. It's only going to get worse. I hate to say it. It's only going to get worse.
I know. It's really irritating. So, I wanted to put that out there. The NHL is much better with that.
It's hard to dance on ice.
But they can. If they choose to. But overall... the celebrations in hockey are kept down. Yeah, they all group together and everything, but Scoring happens way less frequently.
Well, I mean,
and the
of
thing
course-
is, you know when a team's on offense, they're driving the score.
Well, the
In a game of hockey, you can turn around just like that. and
hockey
you
is
score.
more fast-paced than football.
Way more.
Yeah, and I mean, you score a goal, of course you're going to skate around.
If you're going
your
to check
teammates.
someone and you do a little dance, the play's already over.
You
Right.
know, if you score a goal, like with hockey, of course you're going to skate around your players. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're gonna celebrate that, but not excessively.
What's the average play in the NFL? How much time does it take? Like 5 seconds? Like,
It
I've
take a little
literally
bit
seen
longer than that, but
5 to 7 seconds. Like, but you take a look at hockey, it can go from it can literally go 20 minutes nonstop. Not that I've ever seen that. I've seen games go 12, 13 minutes without a stoppage, and it's so fucking exciting. The NFL is too fucking slow. MLB is kind of the same way. I only watched one baseball game all season. That was one I went to in person. Sucks. I used to watch it all the time, but it's not the same without Dad. But it's just, I don't know. Football and baseball just kind of fell off, and hockey's really the only one that keeps me as entertained anymore.
You know, I have just speaking of just the different sports, I'm at the 546 project's actually going to, the WNBA is actually going to get mentioned. This is a couple weeks ago. What was it? I guess they had the championship game, which
Yes.
I believe Seattle won. Mm-hmm. Am I right?
yes, that's correct.
You
are correct about
I
that.
heard this, and honest to God, my first thought was, holy shit, that's still a thing. That I feel so terrible about it because all over the years I always hear people talk so much trash on the WNBA, and I always thought, hey, you know, it's a women's league in sports. I think it's great. But I heard about them winning the title the other day, and I thought, holy shit, that's still around because I have not heard anything on the WNBA, and I know a good 4 years.
You hear about
I'm pretty sure we mentioned WNBA on
I
a
think
very
we
early
have.
podcast.
We did, I think, but you know what I
hear
mean.
about
It's
the
just-
WNBA is because ESPN broadcasts it. And
It was-
if
it was-
ESPN broadcasts it, they put all of their resources into talking about it.
It just.
I went on
mean,
their page the day that the Storm, the Seattle Storm, won the
They beat
title.
DC, I believe.
They beat
Did
the
they not?
Mystics, yes.
Yeah.
And the full front page was that the Storm won, and they had like videos of highlights from the game. Which
I have nothing against it, but I never watch
it's
TV.
It's not like it's,
so I don't even think about it.
It's not really a major sport that is even on the spectrum of.
No, it's
Like-
it's not. But I will say, I do think it's cool that there is a pro women's league. I think it's cool.
But
I do.
well, I mean, I guess the point I was trying to make is ESPN made a big deal about it. Other sports like organizations, like
Now here's what
they
I'll
didn't
bring
really
up.
talk.
'Cause-
I mean, they brought it up, but they didn't put it on their front page or anything.
Right.
Now I'll switch focus to another lesser talked about sport to get your input on, because I'm sure you follow the story.
Mm-hmm.
In tennis, with the incident with one of the Williams sisters.
Serena.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Serena,
Tennis?
did you-
Alright, I'm going to take a nap.
No, did you hear about this?
No,
In all
I didn't.
honesty, she lost.
She did lose.
Venus or Serena?
Serena.
Okay.
She lost and apparently had choice words for the official.
But the problem was, okay, I'll detail.
Yeah,
about
because this was interesting. I found this very interesting.
The chair umpire said that she was receiving coaching from the stands from her coach, which you're not really allowed to do. And so he gave her a warning. She argued her point with vigor. She didn't curse. I don't think she cursed or anything.
But didn't she call him a name or something?
What did she? And this happened a couple weeks ago. And I'm
Yeah,
trying to remember.
I can't remember what she called him.
She said that he should apologize for accusing her of something.
Called
that
him a
she-
thief or something.
Yeah, thief.
For taking the
points.
point.
Yes, that's what it was.
And now,
And then that's when
he retaliated her, but
he gave away, he took the point away.
yeah, and she's basically arguing that it was sexist on his part.
Yeah,
because it's no more or less than what
The man.
one of the male players. And if
And I
that's
don't-
true,
I don't. I don't see it that way myself.
Okay, go ahead. I was curious to get your input because I knew you would know about this.
I guess just because she didn't swear or anything, but she didn't really have a lot of respect for the umpire, and it doesn't matter how you say it. I think it's just a matter of just
RESPs.
Yeah, that.
Yes, rest in peace, Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
Not Patti LaBelle, as that one news outlet would have led you to believe.
Yeah. But I think it was more of a respect thing and the lack thereof that she displayed.
I can't help but play.
And then Serena, at times, will get into a hissy fit about things. I guess, and be this person everybody was like, oh, Serena's so classy and all this stuff.
This basically proves that she's normal like the rest of us.
She was losing, she was mad, and this is what happened. She didn't lose because of this. No, she was losing already. Was losing.
But my thing, I will kind of play the devil's advocate a little bit. I will say, do you agree that it is kind of no more than what any of the male players would say?
She didn't swear, I know that, but I guess, at least, I remember the other time she did it, which was a U.S. Open. I think it was a U.S. Open.
It's not like McEnroe. It's not like
she wanted to shove the ball down someone's throat. I remember that one. That was years
ago.
All been there. This wasn't this one.
It's not like McEnroe was out there. I'm going on a rant, but it's still, I can't help but wonder.
Well, I know I would be thrown out of every tennis game ever. Nathan, you played tennis with me, so you know.
I've also seen how Nathan reacts at times.
Yes, that's true.
We have a very competitive crew here at the 546 Project.
Not me.
But
it's probably
apparently with Kevin saying that we have a liar among the midst.
That's probably why we don't play board games that much anymore.
That probably.
Nathan.
Let's just say shit gets real.
Nathan got to the point where he fucking took off his shoe and threw it over the fence.
I didn't throw it over the fence. I threw it off.
I'm pretty sure you had a shoe go over the fence at one point. It was either you or Jason that threw their damn shoe over the fence.
Maybe
both of you.
I think it was Jason.
Jason sat out and was doing fucking yoga and Tai Chi and shit outside the fence, man.
Wow. But no, it does make me wonder. I can't help but admit, that kind of stuff does happen.
This was pre-health Jason as well.
And it makes me wonder if it is no more, no less than what a male counterpart would say. But I understand it. Are they still investigating it? Did they draw a conclusion to it? Or?
Well, the Umpires Association wanted to. They stood together and were like, we really don't want to call any of her matches. I don't know what happened after that.
Well,
but it's not they'll just get other umpires. They're not really that important.
Yeah, they're not gonna do. Yeah, I just found it for being tennis, which we never talk about tennis. I did kind of think it was an interesting story. That's all.
We never talk about tennis.
I don't follow it.
Don't get me wrong. I love playing tennis, but.
It's kind of like golf. It's one of those things. It's definitely more fun.
Golf is way worse.
Well, no, I'm saying it's one of those things that's more fun to do than
Absolutely.
to sit and watch. So, I'm gearing up for the Putt-Putt World Championship next year, but that's, whatever.
I'd totally watch that.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Honestly,
they have that?
Honestly,
no,
I've watched
stupid. No.
I've watched miniature golf before, they used to show it in early ESPN.
Do they have that?
They actually had a championship, and you saw them get a lot of holes in one. So
I know we haven't played miniature golf in years, probably.
Well, they have the Blackleg Golf at the Tilt
at
place.
the mall now, and they have Silent Scope there as well, which I beat the other day.
Is that just a game?
So you've been in there.
Okay. I went in there once, didn't do anything. Went in there the second time, got a card, played some Silent Scope, played basketball. Okay, sorry, got a phone call on my recording device.
Which now he has to leave us because he has something to do now. So something better has come along, so now he's done with us.
So yes, I made plans with a friend when they got off work.
He got a better offer.
Yeah.
So I am going to have to sign off here.
We have to cut this short. Nathan, fill out the social media again real quick.
Okay, Facebook, the 546 Project. Search for that, you'll find us. Twitter handle, _546_project.
Yeah, definitely hit that Twitter up. I mean,
Yes, definitely hit that Twitter up.
Yes.
Our email is...
Or we'll come looking for you.
That's right.
Our email...
And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Now our email is the546project@gmail.com. And our YouTube page, which, as I said the last time, has all of our video food boxes. You just search for the 546 Project, and you'll find them on there.
Yes, and if you give us a follow, please bring Tree Fitty with you.
That's right.
That's all we ask.
Not just 250.
No, not two. There's no sales.
There's no sale on Loch Ness Munchies or nothing.
That's right.
So
Thanks for joining us, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See you.
Peace out.